Hey there, comic book friends. I'm Travis, and it's time for another edition of What the Fugue, where I talk about what's going on with me in my week of comics. Let's see, where do I want to start? Let's start with Death in the Family, or whatever they're calling it. I have got this big stockpile of videos all lined up that I haven't watched yet, because I haven't read the book. I actually have the book in my possession now. I just haven't gotten to read it yet. So I'm looking forward to reading it, and I'm looking forward to watching all your guys' videos on that. Another thing about everybody else's videos, sorry I haven't commented a whole lot lately. They're back to people who've commented on the last videos that me and Ethan did with the zombie videos. I really appreciate everybody who's made comments and have watched it and whatnot. We got a really fun kick out of doing it. And of course, we enjoy the comments and that sort of stuff. It's been a kind of a hectic week. I'm working a different shift at work right now, so I'm actually at work at 4 o'clock in the morning, which my body and brain have not adjusted to that. My body and brain still wants to stay up at a much later time, so I'm not really getting a lot of sleep, because the time I have to get up in the morning to get to work. So a little out of it. And actually, quite frankly, this is Thursday, and I am quite tired today as we do this video. So if I start to seem incoherent, that's why I've probably taken a nap while I'm sitting here talking to you. But I have been watching videos. I've been trying to keep up on videos, and I pretty much am caught up other than watching the Batman stuff. But if I haven't commented a whole bunch, that's why I've just been kind of worn out. Not 100% sure what I'm doing for a video this weekend. Of course, I will be doing a review of comics from a few weeks ago. I'm pretty excited, if nothing else, because it won't be 0 issues. I'm finally reading stuff that's not 0 issues, so really happy with that. Let's see, what else? Of course, now the New York Comic Con is over with. The last time I did this, they were just starting to announce stuff about it. I guess I have to backtrack a little bit. I had talked about last time about the fact that, the Superior Spider-Man, they were changing Peter Parker, and I wasn't sure if that was going to be a good thing. Kind of asked you guys what you guys thought about it, we should all trust Dan Slott, or at least that's what I got told a whole bunch on Twitter over the last week and over the weekend. I guess they're not going to mess with Peter Parker, because Superior Spider-Man isn't Peter Parker. So the main Spider-Man title, my understanding, Superior Spider-Man, is the main Spider-Man title. Doesn't even have Peter Parker in it. Don't know what to think of that. I guess it's kind of like having somebody else being Batman besides Bruce Wayne, right? Could work. Or not. Anyway, could be interesting. I won't be reading it, but I'm curious to hear what everybody else has to say about it. I'm not going to talk a whole bunch about the rest of the New York City Comic-Con. If you want to know my opinion on some of the news that was out there, over the weekend, I did a podcast with my friend Eric, where we talked about some of the news, some of the stuff that interests us and whatnot. And that, if you want to listen to that podcast, it's not on YouTube, it's an actual podcast. That is at longboxreview.wordpress.com. You can find it there. I think it's the latest post on that. So you can listen to that, or you can find it on iTunes also. I guess it's on iTunes. So yeah, there is that. As far as some of the other Marvel Now stuff that's starting to come out, excuse me while I wipe my nose here, because I got either a cold starting up now, or the smoke has refilled where I live at again, and that's bothering my nose. So excuse me. Looking at some of the previews for some of the Marvel Now books that are coming out that I wasn't intending on collecting. Saw some of the interior art for Thor, God of Thunder. Sorry, you have to say it that way, right? And man, it looks really cool. The art in it, yeah, it looks like all painted and whatnot. And I like Jason Aaron writing. So, man, I may pick up a Thor book. I've never bought a Thor book in my life. I may have to pick up a Thor book. I may have to go to the store and pick up that book. I haven't seen any reviews of it, I don't think, yet. Is it out? I think it's out. I think it's out now. But anyway, may have to go to the local chain store and pick that up because, man, it looks pretty cool on the inside. Not sure I want to pay cover price for it, though. And I'm not sure I want to pay, what? Is it it's one of the $4 books, right? That's the only drag to it. I don't think it double ships, though, at least. So, yeah, there's that. I may have to check that out because it looks pretty cool. And not having really read a Thor book, it's not like it's going to cover old territory for me, anyway. Been reading more of my Sandman books. I am on, this is book 4. There's 10 trades. 10th trade, this is the reprinting, the newest printing of it, recolorized and whatnot. Pretty awesome. Of course, I'm reading all this in anticipation of this next year when the new Sandman story by Neil Gaiman and J.H. Williams III comes out. So I'm reading to get caught up on that. I read these when they came out, back in the 80s and stuff. And I enjoyed them then. But you know what? I'm enjoying them a lot more now. I don't know if it's because I'm a different reader. I'm in a different space. I've read different stuff since then to appreciate some of the other stuff that's in this and whatnot. But really enjoying it. And, to tell you the truth, I've really been enjoying... Ethan has been reading them too. So him reading and us having our own conversation about the books and what we think about them and whatnot. I don't know. I talked before about maybe we would do reviews of these or not. I don't know if we will. I don't know if we will or not. Yeah, but like I said, really enjoying the book again now. I'm going to read a little piece out of here just for the heck of it. This is a little... all of the Endless have been invited to basically a meeting at Destiny's home plane of existence. And here's kind of a write-up on some of the characters that are there. And I'm going to just read... Destiny is the oldest of the Endless. In the beginning was the Word. And it was traced by hand on the first page of his book, before ever it was spoken aloud. Destiny is also the tallest of the Endless, to mortal eyes. There are some who believe him to be blind, whilst others, perhaps with more reason, claim that he has traveled far beyond blindness, that indeed he can do nothing but see, that he sees the fine tracery the galaxy makes as they spiral through the void, that he watches the intricate patterns living things make on their journey through time. Destiny smells of dust and the libraries of night. He leaves no footprints, he casts no shadow. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, been really enjoying the book. I've been reading quite a bit more of that. I read it in between my week's worth of comics. So, looking forward to that and whatnot. I guess that's it. Like I said, I'm tired, so I don't have a whole lot. But I wanted to check in, say, hey, I'm watching all your videos, and getting a kick out of the people who've responded to the videos and whatnot. Then there have been some fun ones. There have been some fun, humorous one. Greco Fabulous and DaCosta, DC Comics, went at it for a little bit, and that was pretty funny. Really enjoyed that. Those guys are two great YouTubers. So I've been enjoying theirs and whatnot. Still really enjoying Minutia Minute. Looking forward to, like I said, I'm looking forward to getting my Batman read so I can hear what he has to say about it. I know he's also talked about the fact that he's talking about each one, but he's also saving stuff up to talk about in one big grouping like he did for his other Batman books and whatnot. So enjoying that. Always enjoying the heck out of Sleepy Reader 666. Oh, I know I was going to talk about the bummer news of last week. Speaking of Sleepy Reader, who is a fan like I am of Frankenstein, Agent of Shade, we found out that it is going to be canceled, that it is done. I think issue 16, I want to say, is the last issue of that, which is a real bummer. I really like that book, and I like it more and more. Every issue I have liked more and more. The latest writer on it, who I'm now drawing a blank on what his name is. Dang it. I really like his take on Frankenstein, even more than Jeff Lemire. Jeff Lemire was okay, but I really like this. I like the extra bits and pieces of personality and intrigue that go along with it and stuff. Enjoyed the heck out of the 0 issue of Frankenstein. And so, yeah, kind of a bummer. I mean, I know that I know there are a few of us that are big fans of that. I know 123 Comic Book Man is. I don't know if he's heard the news yet or not. I chatted with Sleepy Reader for a little bit a few days ago about the cancellation, about what a drag that was going to be. But I guess that also explains why Bucciarelli, who's doing the art on Frankenstein, how he's moving to Dial H, and how that's not going to affect Frankenstein, obviously, because it's getting canceled. I'm glad they have a new place for that artist, because he's an awesome artist. So I guess I'm now looking forward to seeing him on Dial H, whereas before I wasn't, because it was a bummer we were losing him off of Frankenstein. But I'm glad they found a place for him. I hope they find a place. I hope DC finds a place for the current writer of Frankenstein, Agents of Shade. Like, I don't know, get Dan Didio off of Phantom Stranger or something and give him that book, or give him anything like that. Give the guy a chance. Give the guy a chance to write something else. I think he can do it. I think he is interested in giving his books a voice, and that's important. For me as a reader, there are some superhero books I read just for the fluff of them being a superhero book, but I love a superhero book even more that has a voice, that feels like the book has its own voice. And there aren't a lot of those, to tell you the truth. There's a lot of mediocre books, and those books are all mediocre because to me, it doesn't feel like it has a voice. And I thought Frankenstein, Agents of Shade was getting that voice. So, like I said, that's kind of a bummer. They're canceling some other ones too. They're canceling Blue Beetle. They're canceling, I've been collecting Blue Beetle, but it's no loss. That's been a mediocre title. Blue Beetle is going to be in a new comic book that they announced at New York Comic Con called Threshold. That's going to have to do with kind of space travel and that sort of thing. So he'll have a place there. I believe we're going to see Frankenstein in some issues of Justice League Dark. I don't know if he'll be a permanent member of that group, but we're going to see him there. I've seen some cover solicitations with him on it. I think he'd be an interesting addition to Justice League Dark, because I'm really curious to see how he interacts with Constantine, for instance. I see him getting along with everybody else fine, but Constantine is just enough of a nasty git that, I don't know, that could be really interesting. So, yeah, Grifter, they should have canceled that book a long time ago, in my opinion. I thought it was stinky from the beginning. Can't remember what else they're getting rid of, but yeah. So, anyway, I think that's it. I'll try and keep this short, and I will catch you on the weekend when I do some more reviews of some sort. I've been working early, and Ethan's been having a lot of school function stuff that he's doing. He's going to be basically gone this whole weekend. So I'll work up some other kind of review. Maybe we'll bring back the disembodied voice. That should be spooky, right? Disembodied voice for Halloween. So I haven't really seen Ethan. So I don't know. Maybe he hasn't ever managed to get reanimated after being chewed up by a zombie. Not sure. Anyway, that's it. Take it easy. Read some good comics. Make some great videos so I know what's our good comics out there. And I will talk to you in the future.